Let me just. Okay. Yeah. Let's finish your case because it's interesting. Uh, what
How
were
how much did you hear? How where did I drop?
that if so you have agreed with each of the sides what to do, what not to do.
Ways working. Yeah, yeah. So I was saying that it became a much easier conversation after that because then people were not pointing fingers. If I feel I am being treated badly and someone else also feels that they're being treated badly, we will just sit in our misery together rather than doing something about it. So with this situation, with establishing these ways of working, we ended up removing that lens that I am being done injustice to, and it more became a conversation about how I can do things and what are the things that I can do in order to improve the situation. So it really improved the performance of the team afterwards. I had a much less stressful time after that within that team.
Yeah, definitely these situations are not easy to handle.
Yeah,
Uh,
of course.
different personalities. Okay, you gave
Yeah.
a lot of examples. I was about to ask, so it's enough. I mean, this is a long topic. We can talk probably, especially with your experience, a long time. We
No,
can talk about this.
no worries. You can ask me any questions you
Yeah.
have.
Um, so yes, so we already covered what are productive, unproductive conflicts. Sources of conflict can be also different, but it's difficult to understand sometimes um, what what is the real cause of the conflict. uh,
It always is.
and that's why these procedures in companies apply with investigations, which
Hmm.
hopefully not 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 to reach that stage of conflict because it's
Hmm.
painful for everyone and to be resolved in the root. But yeah, it's hard. I know it's hard. I've also had some conflicts in my previous works, and that's why we chose this topic to explore in my assignment.
Okay.
But
Amazing.
yeah, from my perspective, if it's something personal related, it's difficult. It's most probably if the other side is not, if any side is not willing to work on this openly, it's very
Hmm.
hard. So,
Hmm.
but but again, here that's the point. The point where the management can step in and guide both sides what to do, how to do it. This is very good. What you say that you actually
Yeah.
do steps to resolve conflicts and go through because
Yeah.
some fields are very dependent on not having conflicts because they're very derogative in any sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and if you can manage to deal with it, they can be productive. Really, yes, they can. If it's conflict in
I agree.
ideas, if it's conflict in ideas, can bring good results. Actually, provoke discussions and stuff. Mm.
Hmm. I completely agree. I completely agree. I do think that because every human is an amalgamation of everything that they have experienced in their life, right? So whether that is what they have learned at school, whether it is how their friends have treated them, all of that. So we all learn to behave in a certain way, and it becomes very difficult to ask somebody to change the way that they are, to change their beliefs, Hello, sorry, my internet is a bit sketchy. I think it would be good if we both of us switch off our videos so it doesn't take as
Yeah,
much
it's a
of
good idea
bandwidth.
actually. We don't need the video. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need the video. But we covered everything. Let me see. So you gave me okay. So lastly, then what advice would you give to managers? So I think everybody needs to have training on how to communicate, how to deal with these situations
Hmm.
in every company. This is very important actually, and not many companies do it. I I mean, in my
I
experience,
agree.
even if they do it, they don't stress enough on the importance, and people don't pay attention much. But yeah, what advice would you give to managers in dealing with these conflicts?
I would like to comment first on the comment that you made, and then I will move on
Yes,
to the advice. So, you're very right that most companies do not focus on it a lot. And even if they do, they don't emphasize enough on it. And I feel the only way that high performing teams can be formed, or managers should even become a manager, is when they have proven through learning and through experience that they are ready to become a manager, when they're able to put their emotions aside, when they're able to resolve situations and conflict in a way that was conducive, that is productive, rather than just because I think we have all experienced managers in our lives where XYZ in my team is not working. And I don't think that's the right way to approach things at all. In terms of what one thing that I tell all of my managers, people that I work with, is that you are smack in the middle of a situation can be such that your team might you and the conflict will become worse if you just keep it to yourself. So I would say to your coach, to your mentor, or your HR business partner, because we are trained in how to solve these things. So it's always better to take a external perspective, number one, on the situation. Where is it that you, for example, are adding more fuel to the fire rather than helping resolve the situation? That's number one. Number two advice that I would give to managers, and I always, again, something that I always say to all of my managers, is that understand the context. And when I talk about the context, I'm not talking about just the context of an individual in the organization, but I'm also talking about their personal life. Because a lot of the times people are stressed in their personal lives, and that stress then carries forward to their work. I feel every human being should be looked at from a holistic perspective. I don't think there is any such thing as work life balance, because we don't leave our life at home when we come to work. Our
yes,
life carries on with us at our workplace. So we should be able to identify, we should be able to relate to the human, to be able to see and to be able to help them perform better at the workplace. If I don't know that somebody's or my direct reports kid is sick, and I'm pressuring them at work to deliver something, or I'm asking them to deliver something at work, they are, no matter what an amazing performer they are, they will not be able to do it. So understanding the context of the individual, understanding the context of the team, understanding the context of the conflict, all of that, I think it's really, really, really important for any situation.
yes, yes. Okay. I would like to thank you very much for for your time and for the insights that you gave me today. It was
You
very,
are
very, very
welcome,
helpful.
Anton.
Very helpful. Thank you very much
No
again.
problem.
Okay. Have a good evening. I know it's late
No problem.
now.
Feel free to reach out to me if you need any help in future, okay?
Yes, yes, of course. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a
Thank you.
nice
All the
evening then.
best for your assignment.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.